This is a great interview. Be proactive with Mr. Peter McLernon. Peter, I think one of the things when people watch your show, they pick up from yourself and Homebase how proactive you are. And we've got the coronavirus thing going on at the moment, and obviously a few people are pulling their heads in, but at business base, and you guys are using this as an opportunity to expand.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, with other business owners, they may be looking at you now and saying, look, business base, you've got, I can't remember, you've got quite a number of employees here, 10 or so, or is it more than that?
It's about 11 employees currently.
About 11.
So not huge. But
Yeah. So how does a small business, medium business like yourself handle changes that may affect staffing? What's your strategies around that?
Okay, so what we're looking at is, I've talked about the cash flow management in the past, So I've advanced that now by another 3 months, so that I'm looking now at where we might be in September, October this year, So I'm looking 6 months or more ahead. I'm factoring into that. Well, one thing that might be a good tip for people is that if you're a company paying PAYG and GST, say GST quarterly, PAYG monthly, the first thing is that there's a federal government incentive that's worth about $25,000, so that when you submit your PAYG tax at the end of the month, you eligible for about a 50% of your PAYG to be refunded up to a maximum of $25,000. So you can factor into your cash flows that you can receive that refund monthly. From our point of view, we'll get that $25,000 over about a 4-month period, about $6,000 odd per month coming back into us from. That's a grant, so it's not repayable. So that's one little extra cash flow that comes in. The other one is the ability to defer tax payments. So the ATO understands the current situation, and small businesses can contact the ATO and negotiate deferral of tax payments. Now, it's quite a big thing. You can defer up to 4 months. So you still need to submit your returns, your tax returns for both PAYG and for GST. But you can get a deferral up to 4 months, sorry. So we've calculated that deferral would save us about $100,000 in tax payments over that period of time. Now that's a deferral, not a grant, so eventually you have to pay them. But what you're anticipating is that you'll be doing better in 6 months' time than you are now. Under the current circumstances, and you'll be able to repay that, So that's another tip really there's another $100,000 saving there, $25,000 grant, $100,000 saving. So there's $125,000 there, which goes towards that 2 weeks of lost income, The other thing is, of course, we're not sure about if there is a shutdown, how that will be treated. Is it sick leave? Is it annual leave? How's it to be treated? So depending on how it is treated, there is, a reduction in the balance sheet for accrued leave. Leave is taken, so it becomes less of a liability for the company. So you're actually using up annual leave, But that depends on how it is to be treated. We're not sure yet, if it does occur. So, and then we're looking at, as I say, we're sending out EDMs to encourage people to invest in the assets that we sell between now and June, which we're hoping usually does. We usually have a big increase in sales in May, June anyway, April, May, June, because of the time of the year. But with these incentives, that could be much more. So we're expecting to kind of lose a bit here, but gain it back there. So we're taking steps now towards making sure we have that very good period after this quieter period.
Some great advice there for business owners to stay on track, and I think you're a big one to do your own research. I think that's what you're saying to me. Business owners now need to be doing their own research, not just listening to mainstream media chatter.
Well, so there may be other incentives. This is like tranche one of the incentives for small businesses, and I believe there's more to come. So let's see what's in the next package. But from the state government point of view, I can't. There's no There's no, you know, there's no income or no subsidy available to us from the state government's incentives. You know?
Yeah.
But the federal government ones are quite good. Yeah.
The interview with Peter today, I think, just shows you how important it is to be proactive, and nothing shows us how important it is, like an epidemic that we're in at the moment. I'm sure that after this, more businesses will be more proactive in putting plans together if things go wrong.